We are live. Sorry, I just got back from looking at some real estate, so it took long. It's always longer than it should take. So, very interesting videos we have to cover. As I've always said, it's really hard to do these court docs because new information pops up like every single night. So between us live streaming and us waking up, there is like a ton of new information. So the two things for Reckless Ben: one, we had the situation with the Patreon. So the Patreon presents a very interesting view on Brian Menzel, his perspective on it. I'm not going to spoil it too much, but it's a very interesting video. So it's Brian Menzel, Brian Menzel's brother, I feel like, or a relative, and then the chief of police of Kaiser. So a very interesting dialogue was exchanged. Definitely go subscribe. Yeah, the court docs will come back one day. I know they will come back. But they're just impossible to do when, like, news is, like, breaking literally, like, anytime, right? The Goosey docs will be back soon. Okay, let's watch this. This is the newest video by Reckless Ben. Also, Reckless Ben is not related to Ben Snyder, the other Ben Snyder. And it's kind of hilarious, like, Amin McNeff with his psychology degree. Also, shout out to Victor. He's got the he's sporting the Sword Art Online. That's a really kind of an older anime, so that's interesting. All right, let's play the video.
A bunch of new body cam footage came.
Oh, there we go.
Man, no one's ever seen it, and we're gonna watch it right now.
He came to harass us at our place. He's out of state.
So this is filmed right after I get released from jail the first time. Because I got arrested because I was trying to serve them court papers to take them to court. They're just making up reasons for me to be arrested, but then I get out of jail because I paid for bond.
So at this point, I think we can assume that Amin McNeff, he wants Reckless Ben dead. Like, there's no other way to sugarcoat this. There are multiple people on the Bricks and Minifigs team, including Josh Johnson specifically. But even that one employee in the video was like, oh, I'm armed. Don't worry, Amin. I got my gun right now. Like, remember, this is like a Legos. Yeah, I get it. You go to the bar. You go to a dangerous place, right? That you need to have your gun to protect yourself. But a Lego place for kids' birthday parties should not be one of those places, right? So I was actually watching a documentary on how expensive bowling has gotten, and like bowling is no longer for kids. Yeah, if the bowling alley allows you, again, many private entities will not allow you to bring weapons on the premise. This is legal. This doesn't deter your Second Amendment rights, which are against the U.S. government, not against private entities. So all these like gun people who don't really understand the law, I think this is a very bad look for Amin, saying that he's got to arm all the employees. Well, first of all, like, not every employee is trained in using a gun, and secondly, like, why would this be so dangerous that like every employee needs a gun? Like, are you not going to create a safe environment for families? And like the same thing, Legoland cannot let you, like, they won't let you take guns to Legoland. I don't know if you guys know this. All these gun people should go and try to do this. They're not going to let you, man. They're going to scan you. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, what is this? Disney is not going to let you take, like, again, Legos and stuff. I actually was doing research on Legos. So there's a Legos and like all these gun people saying, oh, I can just take my gun to Lego. No, you can't. So there's a Lego store and there's a Lego store in the these are the official Lego stores, okay? And they all don't let you take guns. One of them is actually in one of them is close to me. I don't know why it's not popping up here. Oh, yeah, this one. This one's located in the mall, Willowbrook Mall. This is my Lego store I go to. I actually didn't even know they had a Lego store in the airport. You know, that's actually kind of cool. They have a Lego store in the airport, but obviously you cannot bring a gun to an airport. Many of these Lego stores, by definition, are located in places that they're not going to let you bring guns, guys. Malls, airports, like, you know, like no one is bringing a gun to the Willow. So let's see. Most malls, I mean, Texas, and Texas is super gun friendly. Review the code of conduct to ensure safe and family oriented. Anyone who cares about family business or like the safety of the people, they're going to have no firearms or illegal weapons are allowed. That would include employees. So if you worked at the Lego store in the Willowbrook Mall, even if Lego's like, oh, sure, bring guns. You couldn't bring a gun because the Lego store is located in a mall that does not allow you to have guns. So all these like super like critical gun people, they should know this more than anyone. Many private places, even the Chinese buffets, they don't let you bring guns there. Like it is what it is, guys. Like, you know, like in a family setting, you're not thinking, oh, I'm going to have to self-defend myself to the point of killing or shooting another human being, right? It don't make no sense, right? It doesn't make any sense at all.
For bond, I get out of jail, and now Ammon's just calling the police because he's like, you guys let Ben out of jail? Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
How could you guys do that? Ben needs to be in jail right now.
So he was arrested, and I think he was booked into the Utah County Jail, and he must have been released, even though he's an out-of-state, you know, like, flight risk. He was released, and so he's a YouTuber that does this stuff for videos and clicks.
Okay.
He was arrested in California for doing this kind of trespassing and kind of stuff. You know, like before, just I think in 2024.
Right.
My first time getting arrested ever was for serving my court papers.
This is my first time ever being arrested.
This is my first time ever getting arrested, but I think Ammon's thinking, oh, well, if I lie to the police and make it seem like he's a criminal, maybe they'll just keep him in jail.
Yeah, that's another lie. So the first time Ben got arrested was because of Ammon, but Ammon's like, oh, he's got a criminal record, his record. And then, like, it's kind of weird. Like, it's really weird how he lies, because, like, he doesn't have to mention the date. Like, he could just say, oh, Ben has been arrested before. And that would be a lie. And that would be kind of more vague and hard to disprove. But Ammon's always mentioning, like, very specific details. Right? Like, incredibly specific details. Like, oh, he was arrested in 2024.
Right.
My first time getting arrested ever was for serving my court papers.
Trespassing and kind of stuff. You know, like before, just I think in 2024.
Right.
So he knows the fake crime. The fake crime is trespass. And so in 2024, Reckless Ben has been arrested for trespass. He doesn't need to be this specific. Like, it kind of blows my mind that, like, he came up with a date, a year, and, like, a reason for a fake arrest. And once we, like, talk about the other Ben Snyder, like, it kind of, like, is crazy that, like, he can be like, oh, well, Ben Snyder was abused, like, Reckless Ben was abused as a kid. Like, he is oddly specific in his lies. And that's how you know he's a psychopathic liar. Because, like, somebody who's not used to lying will say something, oh, Ben's been arrested before. And that will convey essentially the same type of message. Oh, this is a dangerous individual. This is a criminal. I mean, basically, that's what Ammon wants to convey, that Ben is some type of criminal. He's been arrested before. But why does he need to say, oh, it was in 2024, and it was for trespass? This is what makes him a sociopath. I don't think it's the lying part. I mean, people lie all the time. But generally, when you lie, you're not, like, so specific in your lie. It is, yes, it's very odd that he has come up with multiple stories with incredible levels of detail that are not true. right?
My first time getting arrested ever was for serving my court papers.
This is my first time ever being arrested.
This is my first time ever getting arrested, but I think Ammon's thinking, oh, well, if I lie to the police and make it seam like he's a criminal, maybe they'll just keep him in jail this time, you know?
So that's what's happening. And so, but we like, he's also been passing fraudulent gift certificates to financially harmed.
Fraudulent gift certificates. Does he mean the Guinness World Record?
Oh, I was so confused. I've watched that part like 5 or 6 times. I was like, what's he mean gift certificates?
Yeah,
Like,
no. I think he means the world record certificate.
This is an award for most Legos stolen by any company in the world.
That's what's going on. But at this point, I just need some information so I can tell our staff what is going on, because if I need to go and get some of my staff armed so that he can't threaten them, that's what I need to do. Or they're going to...
So his big plan, and this is why I think there is, like, really, like, you know how many bricks and minifigs there are in Houston? Like, I don't know, like, why there's so many of them, unless business is, like, really, really good, right? None of them are paying good money. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, there's more than... Hold on. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? Wow, every time I refresh this little button, like, there's like 4 more bricks and minifigs, right? This one just opened down here. I didn't know about this one. Obviously, it just opened. I don't know what this is. I know they have one in Sugarland. I'm familiar with that one. So they're really tight. So they have a bricks and minifigs here. I wonder, like, what this is. Greenbrier. So this is the big one. Oh, that's a pretty big one. Looks like it's 3 levels. And then they have one. Oh, this is a leg. Sorry. So there is like 11. This is an official Lego store. So they're okay. They're including Lego stores. I always wonder, like, hey, why don't we just create like a competitor? Like, right? Like, how crazy is it if we created a competitor like right around here, so we don't have any competition, and all we advertise is we will beat bricks and minifigs offer of 20%, 33% trade. Do you know how awesome 33% trade is? Like, you're trading at 100% or more, right? And the person's trading at 1/3 the price. Do you guys realize, like, the real money here isn't probably in the cash out? I was talking to my friend. My friend owns a store in Houston. I'm not going to mention which store, but it's a pretty good store in Houston. And we were talking about this. And I was like, wow, the cash is really low. And he was like, no, the cash isn't low. The trade is low. So imagine, like, we had the same card almost, right? The card, we have a $100 card, and we get trade credit. And so you have to trade $300+ of cards for my $100 card. So, yeah, my friend was saying, hey, no, it's the trade, because people love trading. It would be like trading, like, I'm thinking of like $100 card. It's absurd. So even in their best scenario where they're trading at like 30% or 33% for like new in box, vintage, like all the things they're looking for, like, you're trading your really amazing shit for like garbage at 1/3 the price. Hey, Mark Nemi. So it's really ridiculous, guys. So the main value is not actually the buy value, it's a trade value. Right? Imagine trading like $3,000 of vintage Star Wars, new mint in box, not new, like, let's call it mint in box, vintage retire sets for like Lego creators at a 3-to-1 value. Like, how is anyone not supposed to? Oh, thank you so much, Mark Nemi. We're trying to daily live streams to bring value to our members and our. But, like, you think about that. We're trading like the top end stuff for like Lego creator for our kid. God, we honestly need to make a store. We need to make a store like around here. This is like where I live. Because, like, look at, there's like a gap, right? Maybe, and I was actually talking to Colin last night, and he was like, yeah, I think there's a gap because, like, no one buys Legos here. I was like, that might be true. the people here don't really like have like a bunch of disposable income. So maybe we look like around here, right? Where we can get Spring, we can get Tombow, we can get like this. I looked in Aldine. Aldine sucks, man. Aldine is like, you know, if I would open a store in Aldine, we would be able to rob like every day. So I actually was, I was not in Ardine. I was up in New Caney this morning looking for real estate. So I just came back. I'm like sweating right now. I'm sweating right now. But there's like no good real estate here. There's no good real estate here or here or here or here. So like the only way I can go is west. So the only place I haven't looked for is this area. This giant thing right here is the airport. It looks like a lake, but it's at the airport. So, yeah, it's very interesting, right? It's very interesting.
We're going to go find him and rearrest him because he clearly had to have violated some kind of rule. There's got to be something to stop this guy from continuing to intimidate our staff.
Yeah, how'd you guys let this guy out of jail? If we let this guy out of jail, he's gonna kill our staff. Like, how can you possibly think of letting this guy out of jail?
You watch this, I feel like you're just like, dude, this is hilarious. I'm like, dude, this pisses me off.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, yeah.
What the heck? Like, he's literally lying through his freaking teeth.
I don't know what has been done since he was arrested yesterday.
Sure.
That's pretty funny, Alex. But yeah, they really just want to kill Ben. I think at this point in time, because we know what happens next. The raid happens next. They arrest Sheldon kind of violently, if you will. And they take Sheldon away. And then they go after Ben, Sierra, Tyler's friend, and then there's also a minor as well. And that's crazy. Billy says, trade deals are almost like paying with Monopoly money. I obviously preferred as a brick store owner. $1 store credit could be worth 30 cents depending on the product. Hurts on low margin product. Yeah, absolutely, Billy. If they're buying Lego Creator, let them trade everything. So I think the secret sauce is the trade. I really am going to start one of these bricks and minifigs. Not like a bricks and minifig. We'll call it something different. We actually had a poll last night. But yeah, like it's kind of like interesting how many there are. Like, this isn't even Lego stores, right? There's an official Lego store here. There's one in the mall here, somewhere around here. And there's one here. So there's free official Legos, at least 3 of them. I thought the Memorial City had one, but I must be wrong. So there's free Lego stores, like official Lego stores by Lego in Houston. And then there's like 12 bricks and minifigs. Like it's massive. Like they must like when I look at businesses, I say like, okay, having competition isn't actually bad. It means like it's a good business, right? I don't think being a Lego reseller is a bad business right now. I was talking to Colin about this last night. I think it's a stupid idea to put the Legos anywhere. Like for whatever reason, they are avoiding this area. Like, where I live. For whatever reason, from I guess, like, here, like, even Spring to New Caney to Huff to Cosby to... So they are avoiding this like the plague. They spread out everywhere. Look at them. Look at them go. But in this little corner in the northeast, there's not a single one of them. It's very curious. It's very interesting. I kind of want to open one just like in this area. A, it's close to where I live, so it'll be easy to get to. And B, I already know like some people I can hire and stuff because like this is where my Pokemon store used to be. It's very interesting. Oh, there's not one in Baytown too, which is weird. Baytown has a lot of Pokemon stores. I don't know why there's not. Well, I guess like there's 2 here. Pasadena is close enough to Baytown that like, probably makes sense.
Like, we all sighed a big sigh of relief this morning knowing that he was arrested last night. Yeah. And then to have...
We all sighed a big sigh of relief this morning knowing he was arrested last night. And oh my God, he got out again. They make it sound like Ben is trying to SA them, right? Ben is like this really crazy criminal who's like SAing like Amin McNeff, right? Amin's like, we felt safe last night. We felt safe this morning because we thought he was in jail last night. But wait till you know our reaction of our staff. Maybe they should make like a TikTok video. It's like, hey, Reckless Ben is out of jail. And then they can show their faces, right? I mean, this is better than their current marketing team, whatever the hell they're doing right now. Like, I think it would be hilarious to like see Amin's face when he learns that Ben is out of jail. Like, Amin's treating like Ben has SA'd him, right? And he's like, oh my God. You know, like, how could they let him out of jail? Don't worry about who is there. Give them a reason to come to you. By the looks of that map, you're surrounded by reason. Yeah, correct. All I have to do is pay more than them, which they're already lowballing like crazy. And my store should be pretty successful.
To have this happen all over again, like everyone's feeling some pretty significant trauma that he's just not going to.
Everyone's feeling pretty significant trauma. Dude, what are these guys? Like, these guys in the... God, you're in Lego, man. Like, my man, you're in Lego. Like, are you kidding me? Everyone is feeling significant trauma. There are some mentally unwell people like Josh Johnson who talk about shooting up Ben when he sees him, or any of Ben's friends. God forbid you actually be a UPS driver at this point in time, because they will shoot you. Like, this is like super bizarre. This is a human being who is like mentally not all there. And he's your CEO. So I want to ask the franchisees, like, how do you feel about this guy being your CEO? So AJ7, I think I saw him in chat. How would you even go about defending this behavior? Does your Lego store also have guns? Is like every employee has guns? Maybe I need to call, you know how we did the 20%? Maybe I need to call all the Houston ones, right? The ones that are not in malls, like, you know, outside strip malls and stuff, and be like, hey, what is your gun policy? Can I bring my gun to your store? Right? No, I wouldn't take a client like Amon, because he would make my life miserable. Because all he would do is lie and lie and lie. And I say, Amon, we told you not to lie. We told you not to lie, right? Yes, Colin, that is correct. So, okay, we know at least one Bricks and Minifigs. The owner carries a gun with him at all times. This is true. We verified via the Discord. So we had a owner of a Bricks and Minifigs show us the gun that he carries. And I guess he's promoting all the Bricks and Minifigs to battle Reckless Ben and the trolls. They should be armed to the teeth. You know. So, is this a place you want to take your family? Like, if you're bringing your gun for self-defense, you're saying I have to defend myself. Yeah, it's a picture. It's actually in the, okay, so, BAM map. Okay, so that's Rose. Yeah, so, like, here, let me explain something to you. Like, if you are saying, hey, my place of location is so dangerous, everyone needs guns to go there, because you gotta defend yourself, right? Against Lego theft, whatever it is, right? What the hell are you saying? You own a Lego store, having family parties for, like, kids, having kids' birthday parties, and everyone is strapped, right? Imagine going from selling knockoff leather masks at flea markets, technically conventions, Billy, well, you know, conventions, and within 10 years, they're CEO of a $95 million company. I'm not surprised he's screwing up. Yes, his psychology degree should be more useful. Yeah, why would you let your, like, so basically by bringing guns, by arming your entire staff, you're saying, like, hey, this place is not safe. Because we all need guns for self-defense against a guy who's never, like, been, like, violent towards you, right? Again, they're arming up against Reckless Ben and Reckless Ben fans, right? So you're gonna tell me, so let me show you what happens in Texas, okay? I don't think people, like, get it. I really don't think people understand the guns at Texas, because like Texas is probably the most gun happy place in the world, and even then people know not to use guns. So this is a situation that happened. This man steals a $1,000 card. This one here, he's being detained. What a wild way to start. This just happened in Austin, by the way. In Austin, we know that's where Tectone lives, and Tectone's got like a dozen guns. Again, so like, Tectone lost his court case. He was guilty of SA by a court, found guilty of stalking, and now he can't have guns for 10 years, which is very atypical. Typically, they take away your gun for 2 to 3 years. That's what most judges do. Unless you are a huge danger, they will not take your guns away for 10 years. So Tectone was a huge danger. So here, you have a guy stealing a $1,000 card. Oh, by the way, we're giving away this card. This is $1,000. We're giving away this exact. Actually, my card is in better condition because the guy destroyed the card. And instead of everyone pulling guns to shoot him, what they did is what most people should be doing. They tackled him, they pinned him on the floor, then they called the police. That's it. You don't need to shoot the guy, guys. Like, isn't this wild, right? Oh, this guy stole a $1,000 Pokemon card. No one pulled their gun to shoot him. He didn't pull his gun to shoot anyone else. They just tackled him, they called the police, and they pinned him down until the police was there. And that was it. And these are Magic players. So, like, is there a better way to do this without using guns to shoot people? Especially when you have, like, a bunch of employees. I think so. Also, we're giving away this Gengar card to this Pikachu soon. So, yes. Like, it's a very bizarre thing that, like, the Lego community needs to be armed to the teeth. Like, guys, Pokemon stores get robbed all the time, right? People are not pulling guns, right? And like, boom, 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 and like a shootout kind of scenario, right? It's like, come on, guys, it's just a Pokemon card. At worst, you let him get away, but you don't need to shoot him over a $1,000 Pokemon card. Like, dude, like, if like it came down to that, I would just donate you my exact copy of that card instead of shooting somebody, and killing them, right? It's a heat bank robbery shootout scene for Almond every time he leaves corporate headquarters because of the sniper teams, as well as a pickup truck with a 50 cal in the back operate. Yeah, so, I mean, who is thinking, like, you need guns for this? Like, I just showed you an example where, this happens all the time in Pokemon. I have never heard of one time employee, a customer decided to bring out a gun. They just tackle the guy, they pin him down, they call the police get there, and then they release the guy. Why does everyone, think about how terrible a situation could be if you had, like, a employee just start shooting in. Now, obviously, there's a lot of people here. A lot of customers. And let's imagine that a shooting did happen, okay? And someone died. You're gonna bring your kid. There's it looks like two little kids here. Pokemon is a kid type of game, right? Supposedly, allegedly. Imagine bringing your kid to play Pokemon, and there was a shooting and somebody died. It's like how a house. Like, if there's, like, a death in the house, they actually have to tell you, oh, somebody died in this house. Are you sure you still want to buy it? If they don't actually tell you, like, somebody died in the house, then you can just get a full refund. So, the mentality that they're having right now, like, I'm talking about Magic, I'm talking about Pokemon, these are older people, okay? You can see they're older people. There's, I think, a young female player, like, there seems to be a Pokemon, it looks like they're playing Pokemon. They're either playing Pokemon or Magic, which are, kid-friendly games, allegedly. Would you really want to play in a location where somebody got killed last night? Does that sound like a good idea for you? Would you really want to play in a location where all the employees are armed? Right. And we know for a fact, because we saw pictures last night, that there are Bricks and Minifigs owners who are constantly strapped. We know that. There's literally a picture on our Discord right now on a Bricks and Minifigs owner in Texas bragging about how he's always armed. Right. Wow. Crazy stuff.
Gonna stop.
Yeah, so it's not the police or corrections that let him out. That's going to be a judge, right? And so
Right,
that would be a complaint that would have to be directed towards their office to find out what's the deal. Why would you let this guy out when he's stalking us, right? That's
Yeah. So really quick. Sorry, let me grab a pen. Who do I contact for that?
He's like, dude, what are you talking to me about this for? Talk to the judge.
Police officer's like, we tried to keep him in jail until his court case for a month, but the stupid judge let him out. So like, don't complain to me, complain to the judge.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I suggest you put.
So if Ben had a worse judge, he would be in jail for a month. That's correct. The police officer and prosecutor wanted Ben to be in jail for over a month with no bail because he posed a flight risk. But the judge looked at what Ben did, and is like, no, you guys can't be serious here. So there's at least one judge in Utah that is like a reasonable human being. I think there's only one of them. So like this judge, God bless Ben for getting this judge, right? Had Ben gotten like any other judge, he would have been in jail for a month, and we would never have had part 2, part 3. You think the TRO would have restricted him? No, being in jail with no internet will restrict you even more, right?
all evidence that you have against this guy on that.
He acts really like cutesy, like he's clearly got some form of sociopathic disorder.
Oh my God.
Because he lies through his teeth. He says and does whatever he can to just get away with whatever he wants. Again, multiple arrests, I think, in the past.
This guy is lying again. So the first time Ben got arrested was when Ben was attempting to serve in Utah. But Amin's saying he's got multiple arrests. All of this is false, by the way. And reporting false criminal activity to the police is a crime. You know, it's kind of like the boy who cried wolf. This is the Amin who cried, police. Or the Amin who cried reckless Ben. Like, so he's talking about Ben being a sociopath and being a constant liar. When Ben, again, while he's lying about Ben having multiple criminal, which he doesn't. He only has that one from just, from basically him.
In different states.
So obviously, if you look in the police records, you can see that I've never been arrested before. But because Ammon says so, maybe the police will just listen to Ammon.
Taking his word every single time? They're taking his word over your evidence. Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
That's another charge, obviously. I mean, we'll stack him until he leaves you guys alone, I guess. You know what I mean? Or they put him in jail, one or the other.
Dude, that's so insane to freaking say.
Basically, I think Ammon lied to them saying that there's a restraining order when there wasn't. And so he's like...
So yeah, the police is like, yeah, we're going to stack these until he goes to jail. Does that sound like the police is like doing a good job investigating, being neutral? Remember, this police officer has never talked to Reckless Ben before, so he only has one side of the story. So this police officer is only going based on what Amin McNeff said, and Amin McNeff has described Ben as a sociopath with multiple criminal convictions, including 1 in 20. So it went from one criminal conviction or one prior criminal conviction in 2024 for trespass to now he has so this is how like a sociopath thinks, right? They start off with one former criminal conviction. Now it's multiple. Do you see in the same conversation, like basically within 5 minutes, he goes from one past criminal conviction to now he's multiple criminal convictions. This is why Amin is a sociopath. I think the title of today's video is like I'm in sociopath or something like that. I'm going to prove to you using not my... I took Psychology 101 in NYU, and that's... Oh, hey! Shout out BBQ. BBQ has 2 new good videos. I hope we can go watch them, but we'll see. We'll see what time. Yeah. Mentally unstable. I really do think Amin McNeff is mentally unstable. So you begin with one lie. Okay, guys, this is a dangerous individual. In 2024, he's got a past conviction for trespass. Okay, that sounds cool. Yeah, I believe you. And then now he's got multiple convictions, criminal convictions. And the same phone call, we've escalated from one conviction to multiple convictions now. We started with one, now we're at multiple. And it just kind of escalate. Like, this is not a human being. Like, this is like, how can I explain? This is a human being that's very dangerous to society. Right? Because he doesn't feel bad for lying. When most people lie, they feel like kind of icky or a little sick about it. They're like, oh, well, you know, I don't want to lie about it, but okay. I understand for a white lie or something like this, right? He has no problem lying. And whenever he lies, the next lie is going to be bigger than his first lie. That to me is insanity. That we went from one conviction in 2024, which doesn't exist, by the way. So he was lying about that for trespass, to now multiple criminal convictions. And the same, like, it's literally the same, like, 5-minute conversation with the police officer.
He's like, oh, well, that's another charge, and we're just going to keep making up charges about me until I'm in jail for good is kind of what it sounds like. Even though the evidence goes against everything you say, I want to help you out, Amin, because...
I can stack... I'll try to stack it on this stalking case.
And the worst part is these trained police officers, these trained... I think this guy used to be a detective. Why he's not a detective anymore? Probably because he's stupid. But, like, the worst part is all these people who are trained in, like, trying to catch liars, they don't catch that. Amin literally changed his story from Ben has one past criminal conviction for trespass in 2024 to now he has multiple. So if I was, like, a smart person or a police officer or, God forbid, a detective, like, you know, Batman, I'd be like, wait a second. Is it one conviction, Amin, or is it multiple convictions? You know, and then if it is multiple convictions, you know what they were for, Amin, what year they were, because you knew that for the first one. Right, the first one is oddly specific. And then suddenly we go into the vague multiple. It's very interesting.
Caves.
Oh my god, dude. Does he not
crazy.
know that he's recorded?
I am just going to figure this out here. Okay, sir. I'm going to call the jail, and then I will meet you over there, okay?
Okay, perfect. See you there in a little bit.
Yep, bye. Hey, it's Abrams with...
So remember, Abrams, this idiot, has only got one side of the story so far, and it's Amin McNeff. Amin McNeff lied about Ben's previous criminal record 2 times. And he's been escalating this. He's been, like, describing Ben as a violent, like, criminal. As, like, oh my god, Ben is going to shoot down all our employees if we don't arm ourselves right now. Oh, Laughable Larry, thanks for the $5. The strangest part about this whole thing was how the police officers treated Amin like a buddy. I still don't understand. Okay, so, Laughable Larry, what if I told you this? You know the police detective, Melinda, what's her name? Medinda Dorez? Detective? This police detective, right here, Officer Dorez, when Amin first met her, she was an Officer Dorez. She's now a Detective Dorez. So, Amin has known this individual who filed the fake Google report for at least a year now. At least a year. So that was even, I think that was before. So I think Amin knows her before Reckless Ben. So like, he's well connected. He's always been well connected to the police department. Always.
The Orem Police Department, how you doing? You guys let a guy go this morning. It sounds like named was released from the jail today.
Officer Abrams?
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
Yep. Man, is there any way I can use your bathroom?
Yeah,
real quick?
for sure. We've got one right back here.
Taking my body camera off and setting it down for a second so I can use the bathroom. You shouldn't be doing this stuff, right? You know
Okay, this employee is armed. He's very proud that he has a gun on premise. And he's ready to shoot Reckless Ben as soon as he comes in.
I mean, all 5 of them should be charged. Right.
Basically what they're saying now is not only should we put Ben in jail for forever for trying to serve these court papers, we should put all 5 of his team members in jail for
Well, I think Madinder Dore's wrongful death lawsuit is actually more similar to this, where they take away Sierra's like inhaler. It was more like he had too much I think he had either had too much medicine in him, or too much drugs in him, or he needed his drug and they didn't give it to him. So Madinder Dore, so like something really scary happened. Like this is like what happened to Melinda Dore. This is why Melinda Dores is, again, potentially in trouble for killing a human being. It's because of this.
We also may have city ordinance regarding.
Cool. Need that at all? Good for right now?
I may. When I was arrested, he was like looking through my purse and he's like, hey, are you gonna need this? And he pulls out my inhaler. I'm like, yeah, I'll need it soon. This is stressful. He's like, okay, let us know if you need it. Stressful situations kind of makes my breathing like...
I get you. If you need it, I want you to tell me so I can get it for you, okay?
Okay. And then they like take me and put me in a cell for a few hours so I don't even have...
Yeah, so they take her away. So they're like, hey, do you need this? Yeah, I need it. Okay, cool. And then they lock her up for 2 hours. This is the type of activity that Madinder Dores is part of. So in that lawsuit, basically the guy either needed medicine or he took too much medicine. I forget what it was. Like medicine as in drugs. And then they didn't give it to him, or they didn't like pump him out. Essentially he needed medical attention and he wasn't receiving it. Well, I mean, this could have easily happened to Sierra, right? This is a very stressful situation. So they took away her asthma inhaler for 2 hours, by the way. We looked at it for 2 hours, right? Who are you? Bye-bye. I don't know. I think my mods need to do, like, a better job, like, just straight up deleting these people. Put user... No, don't delete him. Just hide him. Oh, you still crying about guns? Yeah. Dumbasses. You're not allowed to bring a gun to a Lego store. Like, if you had a bunch of guns to a Lego store, don't go. If the Lego owner is saying, hey, my place is so unsafe for your kid's birthday party that all of us need to have guns here, just in case. Why should I have my kid's birthday party in that place, right? So this is exactly the type of behavior that Melinda Dores is, Medina. Okay, her name is Medina? Okay, Medina Dores is responsible for.
Access to that or to anyone to ask for that.
Hello, are you Sierra?
Yes.
They take you out of the holding cell and interrogated you individually?
Mm-hmm. They asked me, like, whose idea was a GoFundMe, which that was sort of like a group project, but I think they were trying to get me to admit that it was, like, Ben's idea.
Whose idea was all of today's activities?
It was kind of just a group project, I guess.
Step back in there, I gotta talk
Could I have my inhaler? Perchance it's in a green...
Yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting... Oh, now she's talking about her inhaler.
You know where the green bag is?
I didn't see them put it up back here.
And he's like, do you know where the green bag is? How would she know where the green bag is? They took her to a holding cell for the last 2 hours.
There was in there.
Yeah, if you want to step in there and I will get your inhaler.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
You need it, like, right this second?
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Or you just...
I'm pretty stressed.
Okay, I can get that. Yeah, let me get it for you. I do have to shut this for now, though, okay? Okay. Green bag. Let's see, a green bag. Green bag?
I love you.
Love you. Bye.
Sierra's green bag?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Does she need her inhaler?
She needs her inhaler. Is it right
blah, blah,
here?
blah, blah, blah.
It's right here.
Okay, you guys, okay, all you gun supporters, please take a, don't do this for yourself, right? Go to Legoland with a gun and see what happens to you. Go to the Lego store in your local mall with a gun and see what happens to you. Please do it. For the love of God, let's all do that, you know. If you are a Second Amendment, which is only a government, not private entities, please go to a location that says no guns allowed, with like a little sign with, you know, anti-gun, you know, and see what happens, guys. See what happens, guys. Cause and if you can live stream it, you know, we would that would be awesome too. The lowest IQ people are always saying, "What about my guns? What about my guns?" Guys, that is against the government. The Second Amendment is not for private locations, my friends. So again, like I'm saying this, man, you're gonna get kicked out so fast, arrested so fast, man. Come on, man, like, you're the one who wants to do it, Diesel. You're the one who wants to do it. Like, they're just egging me on to say, like, because you guys are so stupid. You're so stupid, my friend. I need better mods, man. I need better mods. I don't know why these people are in chat. Guys, if somebody's going to say that shit in chat, we just need to ban them. We need to ban them. What the hell is going on, guys? Fucking insane. No, I need to get them now. No, I'm not going. We need to. Look, they keep saying very nasty things all the time. Okay? Fucking insane, guys. You should not be taking a gun to a family place. 100%. I will ban the fuck out of you. Ban Barty and Greaves. Like, come on, guys. If the guy's going to repeat the same thing over and over again, we're not going to ban him? Fuck, man. The guy said the same thing 3 times, Barty and Greaves, and he's still... Guys, if you want to bring a gun to a place where families are, go fuck yourself. The Second Amendment is for the U.S. government. It's a U.S. government cannot take your right to get guns. But that doesn't mean you can enter a mall. That doesn't mean you can enter an airport. That doesn't mean you can enter Legoland, okay? This should be obvious. But a lot of you idiots have no idea what the Second Amendment has everything to do with the government, right? The government. It has nothing. The Constitution of the United States of America is to protect you against the government, okay? But that does not mean you can take a weapon, a gun to the mall or Legoland. Legoland is going to... You won't make it, guys. They have security.
Trying to take you guys to court. You guys don't deserve to go to court, and anyone that tries to take you to court, we're going to put them in jail indefinitely.
They started threatening to kill some of the staff.
Not alone. I'm just going to not look at chat for the next, like, 2 weeks. because you guys can't control yourself, right? There's no monitor. I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on. How same person can say 5 things, the same thing in my chat, like 3 times, say things, same things in my chat, and still be here, right? I don't get it.
It appears that a relative of his, because he's originally from Ohio and then he moved to LA, some relative of his with the same name, that, like, based on what we can piece together, was like convicted of like child porn or child, sexual like contact, some of these other types of things. So there's a very real chance that he may have been abused as a child, but that set him through a mental disorder.
Yeah, no,
whatever the case may be.
Let's do that right now. Let's do that right now. Can we do sub only? How do I do sub only? Like, I had enough. I had enough of these fucking guys. How can I do sub only for my chat? I've had enough. You guys have pushed me too far. Like, the idea... Like, I have a 2-year-old. The fucking idea that you can bring a gun to Legoland is insane. The fucking idea that I have to worry about you having a gun, right? You having a gun at a Lego party is insane. I should not have to worry about that, guys. I should not have to worry about that. No, we're just not going to see your comments, Torque, anymore. It'll be subscribers only. It'll be subs only from here on out. And that'll be the way it is, guys. We know these trolls don't have no money, so we'll just fuck it. Fuck it, guys. I know these trolls have no money, so they definitely can't pay to do it, right? No, fuck it.
Joshua!
Can I look at chat? Okay. Oh, you know what? Yeah, okay. Thank you, guys. Okay. Okay, yes. I am now in, I'm now in a different mode. So we don't... Alex, you can let them go, but I won't see chat anymore. I think if I had enough. I've had enough. I am going to not look at chat anymore. And I'm going to do fan funding only. So I cannot see any of your chats. Yeah. So there we go. Okay, let's continue on.
It's right here. It's right here.
Yeah, thank you, Mark Neme. Like, anyone who actually supports us, yeah, there'll be, like, a subscriber or, like, a fan or Mark Neme, thanks for the $5. Like, why would viewers leave? No one else actually talks to you guys. Do you realize, that, like, I've gone on Frogan live streams, I've gone on Denon's, like, nobody actually talks to chat. I'm the only one to give you enough respect to, like, constantly talk to you guys. Right? And you just abuse the hell out of me. By saying crazy stuff that really makes me worry about society today. Legoland, their official policy is you're not allowed to bring guns. And yeah, I got people in chat saying, oh, I'm going to bring my blank to where I'm going to bring my guns to kids stores or kids parties. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, no, like, seriously, what is wrong with you? And this, I know these people don't have kids. That's why they're saying, like, these things, right? But if you have a young kid and you hear that in chat, like, it does make you feel really bad. That this society that we currently live in, if you go to another kid's birthday party, Lego birthday party at Bricks and Minifigs, everyone's going to be armed to the teeth, ready for the next shootout. It's a fucking Lego party, man. It's not that serious.
He's clearly a sociopath, but he does not care about, like, the system.
My whole family's, like, pretty close, and I'm, like, 99.999999999% sure that's not true. But if it is true, I would like to know who that is, so... Because that's probably important information for me if there is someone in my family that's like that, but... Just a really quick update. I think we found the guy that Ammon's talking about.
Athens man is sentenced after he was found guilty of 110 felony counts for recording and distributing child porn.
So somehow Ammon McNeff thinks this is Ben Snyder's, like, relative because they have the same name. I think somebody did a search and 222 Ben Snyders exist. 222 Ben Snyders actually exist. That's crazy to me.
Pornography from his home. Benjamin Schneider is sentenced to 8 years in prison.
So yeah, I guess this guy also got charged in Ohio, and he has a very...
Okay, I have looked at the most successful streamers, the really big ones. They don't ever respond to chat. And one of the reasons that we're so small in comparison to them is because I do. And I've always wanted to talk to chat, hang out with chat, and you know, it's always been a motto of mine, even no matter how big we grow, that we involve chat. But I can tell you that, you know, I was actually watching Streamer University. They tell you specifically only to engage with people paying. That was Ludwig, by the way. So Ludwig is doing like a 24-hour Streamer University. And I never understood why, right? But now it's like clear to me, right? Like your supporters like Mark Nime, people who are, I guess like subscribers and so on, you can read their stuff. But if somebody's not going to support you, right? Oh, Hinita fan 10, thank you. Thank you for the $5. Yeah, people feeling they need to take guns to every engagement ever is dystopian as heck. Don't let debaters get the better of you, man. Love your work. Thank you, Hinata fan 10. That's how I feel, right? Because these guys know they're not allowed to take guns to Legoland. They know this. They know they shouldn't be taking guns to like a 2-year-old's or 3-year-old's birthday party. It just makes me feel like it makes you feel bad that there are people in chat or people in generally society who think that taking a weapon to a Lego party, to a kid's Lego party, because you have to defend yourself against somebody or someone, or, you know, like, that's really, really crazy, because that's not what the Second Amendment means. I went to one of the best law schools for the to understand the Constitution. William and Mary Law. William and Mary Law was the first law school in America. Thomas Jefferson was the chancellor. Thomas Jefferson was like the first president of the law school. Thomas Jefferson, yes, that Thomas Jefferson, the founding father. I was president of multiple societies, including the Constitutional Law Society. Yeah, the big ones don't even respond to Super Chat. You're actually right. So I think I'm like doing you guys a favor. I'm helping you guys out and, you know, getting in points and all this stuff. But like, man, like you guys are so nasty sometimes. It doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, what's this? It's a game they want me to play. So like, you know, I was president. Like, what the hell? Like, the one thing I hate is people who like don't understand the law pretending they do. So it's a lot of these gun people who think they understand the Second Amendment. You know, I was president of the American Constitutional Society. What the hell do you think we talked about? First Amendment, Second Amendment. Where it ends. Like, I was such a nerd for this shit. I was president of the American Constitutional Society, where all we did was hang out every Thursday, eat Chipotle, and talk about the Constitution of America. My fucking God. And now I have to debate somebody who's like 18 years old who wants to bring weapons to Legoland. And tell them why that's not reasonable. Like, dude, it is ridiculous, in my opinion, that I have to do that. It is also crazy that these people think I know. Like, I love the Constitution so much. I was president of the Constitution Society Club. Guys, you don't actually know what this is, do you? This is a huge, huge club nationwide. We would go to conferences and yeah, this is a club. We do like this is not like a small thing that we were doing, guys. We talk about the Supreme Court. We had Chipotle Thursdays, where like we would provide you free Chipotle, and then you know like we're not talking about like we're talking about the death penalty, voting, Article 4, all these other things that these people don't know about. The legacy of 9/11. Like there are classes. We have professors from other schools come in. And you know, just like I'm doing like an interview with us, right? Reproductive rights, like, dude, I'm really into the Constitution, and it pisses me off when people who have never even read the Constitution think they know more about the Second Amendment than I do. Motherfuckers.
Similar name to me. It's actually the exact same name as me, and maybe he thought that this person was me. Maybe that explains why he's saying I have been arrested multiple times. I mean, clearly this person is not me. I mean, but also maybe Ammon's not the smartest person in the world, so maybe he thought that we were the same person. I don't know, but this is
I can see the resemblance, right? You can see the eyes, and I mean, no, this is not the same person. Like, this person looks more like Amon McNeff than it does like Reckless Ben, to be honest with you. Look at the eyes. God, they're so dead. They look like Amon's eyes, right? I do like the bald head. It's kind of interesting that, like, you can, like, it's a receding hairline. And, wow, look at that hairline. That's crazy. That's a crazy hairline.
This is the closest I was able to find of what Ammon could be talking about.
We know this guy's a sociopath, and so we're very afraid for our staff. Yes, sir. And these guys coming in, they've threatened people before. They don't care about the law, right? Right. And that's what makes us very scared is because, again, like, do I... And I'm kind of asking a serious question. In your opinion, would you go get a shotgun and bring it in the store?
In your opinion, would you go get a shotgun and bring it in the store? So he's talking to the police about, like, so every Bricks and Minifigs is now going to have a policy where, like, you have to get a shotgun and bring it to the store to protect yourself in case Reckless Ben or a Reckless Ben fan decides to ask you about Brian. Like, again, Ben has done nothing to provoke this level of aggression. It's actually very sad to see that a Bricks and Minifigs Lego store, and remember, this is a Lego store. You see kids coming in and coming out, that they would need to be armed with a shotgun to protect themselves. You might be like, oh, Tony, why is that bad? Everyone should have guns to protect themselves. Like, you could also hire a professional, if you really felt that this was a dangerous situation, you can hire, and I have done so in the past with my Pokemon store, you can hire a professional security guard who is armed and trained. Let me repeat this again, for $100, $150 an hour from a third party. I'm sure that if you hire them like full time, they're certified, they are trained, they know how to de-escalate. So, like, the idea that all these employees need to be armed make no sense to me, because the solution, if you truly believe Reckless Ben was a danger, just hire a security guard who has the training. And I promise you, the security guard is not going to show off a shotgun. Okay? He's going to have a handgun. So, like I'm saying, this makes no sense. This makes so little sense, right? That it just blows my... So, like, if you're Amon McNaff, and you truly... And maybe he is. Granted, maybe he is. And you truly are afraid that Ben's going to come in and shoot up your employees. And you truly are afraid of that scenario. So, you have two options. Let's arm everyone with shotguns. Or let's just hire a trained professional security guard. You know, when I go to the mall, these people already exist. They're in jewelry stores, they're in Rolex stores, right? Like, they're even in Pokemon stores recently. People hire professional security guards for Pokemon stores. It's wild to me that, like people say, oh, he has no option. He's just got to arm himself. No, he does have an option to hire a professional. I don't see this said anywhere online except for me. Right? Hire a professional, certified, trained, able to do this. Why in the world is the better choice to just arm all the employees, buy a shotgun? I promise you, the professionally trained individual is not, his weapon that he's going to carry is not a shotgun. I've never gone to a Verizon or a Walmart or a Costco. You know, they're just handguns. Like, to bring a shotgun, you really want to harm somebody. Right? When you shoot with a shotgun, you're trying to inflict maximal pain. Maximal pain. And shotguns are good for people who are not trained, because you can just point generally into the direction, hopefully it hits. So I don't know how much of the Bricks and Minifig staff is trained in handling guns, but I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think that's gotta be part of their training. Is, okay, all you franchisees come to our location in Utah, and the fifth lesson we're going to teach you is how to operate a shotgun. If you are so worried, Amin, so this is Amin McNeff. This is Amin McNeff in a nutshell. He's cheap. Let me tell you my psychology. I went to NYU. I took one class in I took two. I took Psychology 101 and, like, statistics for psychology. And what I learned is cheap people like Amin McNeff, they would rather pay money for a shotgun, arm everybody, than pay for security. Because that security guard, a professional, trained, costs money. This is why Amin... So you guys ask, why is Amin McNeff calling the police all the time? Well, it's because the police don't cost any money. Why is Amin McNeff not calling his lawyer? Why is he not calling, why is there so many interactions with the police? Well, the police are paid by the taxpayers, right? Think about Legally Mine. What is the purpose of Legally Mine? A, to avoid paying taxes, right? That's the pitch, right? Hey, we're going to save you a ton of money on taxes. We're going to save you more money on taxes than our program cost. So it's not going to cost you anything. You just pay less taxes. And B, if you do ever get sued, we don't want you to hire a lawyer. Because we have this shell company that game, and you don't need a lawyer for that. None of them are lawyers, by the way. Like, Amin McNeff is not a lawyer. Matt McNeff is not a lawyer. Daniel McNeff is not a lawyer. So when you really put your head together, you really think about this. Like, Amin has, like, a really clear option here, and it's just to hire an employee or just a third party security guard. But that costs money. What doesn't cost as much money, that costs long-term money because you're constantly paying that security guard. What doesn't cost money is a one-time purchase of a shotgun for every Bricks and Minifigs. That's a one-time $200 purchase. Like, you know what places are armed like this? Pawn stores. And then, like, really, like, you know what places are armed to the teeth? I was watching this guy's YouTube channel. He's talking about, he's like a convenience store in the ghetto. Store in ghetto. Oh, in the hood. He calls himself in the hood, yes. And, like, these places are armed. Because, like, they, again, like this. Like, these like, this is Lego? This is Legoland? You know, like, I watched this guy's videos. It's very interesting videos. Yes, like, do I agree that this man here and this convenience store here should have some type of weapon to protect? Yes, 100%. I agree. Now, is this the same vibe as your Lego store? Is this the same type of vibe as your Lego store? Are these, yeah, his name is, Khalif Ataf, yeah. Really interesting videos. Very interesting shorts, right? Yeah, so, like, this is the type of store. Tried burning the store. Okay, so if you're Khalif and you're like, hey, I need a gun to protect myself, I would say, okay, 100%, that makes sense. Go for it, right? But that's the same vibe as a Lego store? Reckless Ben is trying to burn down the store, so we need to, like, protect our, like, guys, what is the vibe? Like, what is the vibe? What's the type of business this guy wants to go into? A Lego business for kids. A family-oriented Lego business for kids. This is the vibe we're going to go for? I'm going to burn down your store.
He keeps asking, like, so, like, you're the police officers, you think it's a good idea that we should have guns to defend ourselves next time Reckless Ben comes in, right?
Yes, exactly. The next time Reckless Ben comes in, you think we need guns? That's the question I'm on, because they're literally buying all these weapons for one man and his friends. Like, if they saw Sheldon, they would probably shoot Sheldon too, let's be honest. If they saw Tyler, they may have shot Tyler. You know, Victor, they would definitely shoot because they're actually suing him by name. So Victor is being sued right now. Like, Brian Menzel, you don't think they're going to be like, oh shit, it's Brian Menzel, bring out the shotgun, guys. The elderly has come. Like my point about all this is, like, Amin does things he's very petty, he's very cheap. There is a solution that doesn't make, the solution is not to ask the police, do you think we need a shotgun? No, the solution is to, and the police shouldn't be, like, the police should be like, oh, well, if you're very concerned, and a lot of police officers, off-duty, including the one I hired a off-duty police officer to be my security guard when Pokemon got, like, really hot. A lot of these police officers know there's a huge business out there for them, if their police department allows it. Now, I don't think every police department allows it, but Harris County, where I live, does, where you can be an off-duty security guard, right? So when you're not on duty, you can work at a Verizon or Walmart or, you know, like, again, that is the, like, if you are worried about security at all, the options are, one, have every employee have, like, a company shotgun, or have all employees armed to the teeth, or B, just hire a security guard who's trained professionally, who may be a current police officer or a former police officer, who has up-to-date certifications, license, de-escalation training. Well, you would hope that they're better than American Fork, but just generally speaking, somebody who has a degree of professionalism. No, let's go with the shotgun.
I think what he's trying to do is, because Josh Johnson said he was going to shoot us just for trying to serve him papers.
Holy crap, dude. Wait, hold on. This is insane. So he's basically asking, hey, officers, do you think it's...
Yes, and one of those employees who will have a shotgun, his name is Josh Johnson, with no shoes. Do you feel it is safe for Josh Johnson? Let's say I'm bringing my kid to, let's say, like, my kid's turning 2, I'm bringing my niece, nephew, they're like 5 and like 8. And we're all going to the Lego store to celebrate my kid's birthday. We invite a bunch of people from our friends in daycare. And we see Josh Johnson. And behind Josh Johnson is a shotgun. Remember, Josh Johnson is corporate owners. They cut ties. Brandon Best is a Eugene store owner, right? Like, so, I mean, it is, this scenario, this hypothetical I'm giving you guys is quite realistic. You go to a Lego store, you see Josh Johnson, the owner of said Lego store, and behind him is a shotgun. Do you think this is a good idea to bring your children to that type of atmosphere? They're literally trying to arm Josh Johnson.
It's a good idea for me to have a gun, a shotgun, in case this guy comes around again. So he can get the okay from the police officer. Yeah. So he's like, hey, the officer said I can, insinuating that he can kill you.
Well, the police officer's the one that told me to do this. Like, I'm just within my rights.
Yes. So why Amin's doing this is because if he or an employee, God forbid, accidentally shoots Ben, Amin would just be like, oh, it was not my fault. It was the police officer's fault. So I think Ben is exactly correct. One of the other things a sociopath, like mentally unstable individual like Amin would be doing would be like shifting blame, right? So Amin is already trying to shift blame from himself, talent, and his employees. And so this wasn't the police officers like, hey, Amin, what would be a great idea is if you bought a shotgun. No, this is Amin saying, hey, is this a great idea?
Trying to kill me and I'm just defending myself. Yeah, he's trying to come up with a...
Yes, he's trying to put Reckless Ben and friends to be these dangerous, multiple criminal conviction, again, a lie, individuals. So he can shoot him in, quote, self-defense at his Lego store. So if you want to know what Amin's best outcome is for Amin, if you want to know what Amin dreams of when he goes tonight, is he's able to shoot Ben in self-defense. That's it. Right? That's what Amin has been planning all along. I'm going to shoot Ben in self-defense. Now I need to kind of cover my tracks a little bit.
With a reason to justify murdering us, I think, which...
This is actually insane.
Yeah, it's a little scary, but...
In a situation like this where some people we feel like are in danger.
I personally encourage people who are able to carry legally to carry.
Okay, so that's basically all the footage after I got arrested of them freaking out, and I think that kind of explains why, because a few hours later, we do the GoFundMe, Sheldon gets arrested just for promoting this GoFundMe, and then they send a whole SWAT...
And then the whole SWAT team. Like, again, this is my problem with, like, the people who who think this is good. Do you really need 7? Oh, you know what? I was actually talking to somebody on Discord last night, and it was really funny. None of these guys are female. The only time they've ever bought out female police officers, like, again, multiple times now, is for a spineless Ben. So the only time we ever see female police officers on camera, so none of these guys are female, by the way. It's 7 dudes. And then typically speaking, you never see any dudes, right? Or you never see any female cops in this whole thing. Where is it? The only time you ever see like a female cop is when this guy's involved.
Would you mind?
And we know like in his other video he mentions that as well. That like there was a good cop who was a guy and he kind of sucked. But then there was a nice cop who was a female cop and she was awesome. The only time they ever brought out female cops in this whole saga is for this guy right here. I'm not joking. I'm literally not joking. Like, I was actually talking to somebody on Discord about it last night. I was like, yeah, so I came up with the idea. I was like, hey, can you check to make sure this is true? And they did. I mean, they literally have the whole police department minus female cops, right? Minus their female cops coming down here. This is like basically everybody, guys. And then Sergeant is on the phone. Sergeant Stowers, he's also a male. Then he called the chief of police. The guy on the... That's also a guy. Like, you never... Who's David Mustaine? Who's David Mustaine? I don't know who David Mustaine is. Is he famous? Just threatened to shoot Ben when he did does not even own a gun. The tactic works with the police. Okay. I don't know what we're talking about right now in chat. But anyway, back to my point. I want to make this like really clear. The only time I've seen any police female, so there's been a lot of interactions from pulling Tyler over, to heroin, to dog searching, to the raid. The raid is all guys, by the way. It's 7 dudes. 7 or 8 dudes. The sergeant is a dude, and their captain is a dude. The only time I've actually ever seen a female police is when this guy's been involved, and they play good cop, bad cop. So this is the
Would you mind, they said that you were recording their house. Would you mind pulling up your...
So I'm almost positive they're honeypotting this man right here. He just doesn't know it yet. They're honeypotting this human being right here. You know. But anyway, that's an interesting point. So yeah, these are all dudes.
SWAT team of police officers to my
house. Look, all dudes.
One.
Like all dudes. So like 7, 8. So typically this is 9 police officers if you include the Sergeant Stowers they called, and what's his name, Chief Police whatever. American Fork is not that big. This has got to be like the entire police department on this. But there's not a single female because they knew this guy would not be there. They knew he would not be there. 100% they knew.
Would you mind?
So everyone's getting arrested. Sheldon gets arrested. Tyler, Sierra, the minor, Tyler's friend, Ben. The only person who knew about the raid before the raid is this guy. Now, did they tell him? I don't think so, but I think he got bad things are happening. The police pulled me over.
Trespassing and stuff for money. It's not really.
Well, I never entered onto the.
You just said you have multiple trespassing charges, right?
Just with abandoned plate. Like I go to abandoned places,
so
but I don't do that anymore.
You're filming for money for that? That's a bad idea.
Oh, he said I don't do that anymore, but he has a video on his own channel of going to an abandoned place with Reckless Ben. So again, very interesting. Yeah, I mean, this has got to be the whole police department, to be honest with you. Right? I mean, how much larger could the police department in such a small city be?
So basically, Ammon's doing what I like to call the 3-year-old method, which is basically if a 3-year-old really wants something and they're not getting it, what do they usually do?
Whine, cry, kick the back of the seat when they're in the car.
Basically this. That's kind of what Ammon's doing. Like, Ammon at first isn't really getting what he wants. It's like, I guess he got me arrested, but then I get out of jail, and he's like, oh, shoot, if I just keep saying he's stalking us, they're not going to keep him in jail for I got to make up some story to put him back in jail. It's exactly what a 3-year-old would do, right? And then he says, we're going to murder him. He's like, we're threatening him. And
he's not getting what he wants, so he just keeps whining and crying. He's like, they're doing this.
And they're
threatening.
Yeah, and we can't, honestly, we can't really get mad at Ammon for doing this because, we used to do the same thing also, right? Like literally everyone used to do this. But then we turned 5 years old and we
grew out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a 2-year-old, almost 2. We will not be celebrating her birthday at a Bricks and Minifigs. I know for the fact. I don't know where we're going to celebrate her birthday because my niece and nephew are also coming in town and they're older, so they'll probably want to do something more fun. But we will not be celebrating at Bricks and Minifigs due to their shotgun policy. Their new shotgun policy has me very worried as a parent and as a uncle for the safety. The fact that the place is so dangerous, right, that everyone needs to arm themselves to the teeth. That's not really the vibe I'm going for, I think I need to go for someplace a little safer. Maybe we'll go to Legoland in Dallas. I know Legoland in Dallas is safe. I know any amusement park I go to is safe. I know the mall where I live is safe, relatively speaking. Again, you do have the people who are willing to break the law. Yes, the Second Amendment does not apply to private property when the private property has a sign saying no. So again, I will not be attending Bricks and Minifigs birthday party celebration because I am afraid that they don't have the correct vibe. I'm not trying to buy a can of soda in the ghetto, I'm trying to celebrate, and I can spend money. I can celebrate my 2-year-old's birthday party.
Like, we turned 5, and then we realized that this was not the correct method to get what we want. Yeah, basically the person that sent me all this body cam footage asked if I could respond to what Ammon's saying. So I'm saying my official response to Ammon.
Yeah, so like I don't know like the idea that these, I think the people in chat, the not the bad people, the good people. I will enable chat again. So like chat has been enabled, like not the crazy people. I will enable chat again, okay? I think people just don't get it. Like, you don't need a gun to, like, react to every situation, my friends. Pokemon is extreme. Scalpers upon scalpers upon scalpers. People stealing Pokemon like there's no tomorrow. And so this channel makes videos about, like, scalpers. One of the worst type of people. I have never seen a gun pulled out. Like, we literally have a channel focused now on scalpers, right? It used to be my business, but like it's funny. It's a funny channel on scalpers, and none of these and zero of these videos. And these are people stealing. These are people confronting. These are people not happy because they didn't get Pokemon cards or there was a scalper or something going on, right? Not one of these did a person pull out a gun. So, like, maybe I just live in, like, maybe Pokemon is, like, you know, you have people super angry at each other. Super angry at each other. You have people fighting, fist fighting, punching each other. You have people engaged in, like, incredibly, like, crazy activities. But not one time is it, like, a situation where, like, a gun needs to be involved, guys. And this is the same, this just happened a week ago. In Austin. In Houston. Or, and Texas. Fug Light says, Bricks and Miniguns, LLC. Right? Do you think any of them were shooting? Yeah, Power World is Pokemon. Pokemon does not want to be associated with guns, guys. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, so they were killed over Pokemon cards in South America. I don't know.
Is Gugu.
I didn't even know they had that many Pokemon cards in South America. I didn't know scalping was a problem in South America. I guess it's a problem everywhere.
Gaga, because I feel like that's the appropriate way to respond to someone who's acting like a baby. And send. So right after this phone call, they arrest Sheldon for just promoting our GoFundMe and sent a bunch of SWAT team members to, like, SWAT our house, which kind of makes that make more sense to me now, based on what Ammon was saying. But anyways, let's fast forward a little bit. We posted the video, and this is, I think, 5 days after we posted the video now. Matt McNeff, Ammon's brother, calls the police.
So yeah, I wonder what the Lego company... You know what? We need to clip this and send it to a Lego company. We need to clip this and send it to... I don't know why the Lego company is still in bed with... And they are, with Bricks and Minifigs, right? I do not know, right? Why Bricks and Minifigs is allowed... Like, if you are the Lego company, and the Lego company is, like, very clean... Okay, it's like Pokemon. Right? They don't want to deal with, like, you know, Pokemon, the anime, there's, like, they censor out the guns, and they get rid of the guns, and, like, you know, there's no card that I'm thinking of that has a gun on it. Maybe they have, like, a Pokemon catcher or something like that, but that's not, like, a gun, right? Like, because it's a children's brand. That's what Legos was. It was a children's brand, as was Pokemon cards at one time. So I don't really understand why Legos would want to be associated with Bricks and Minifigs. Like, as soon as one person gets shot, it's over. So we talk about, like, different scenarios where Bricks and Minifigs just goes under. Scenario 1, a competitor comes in, offers more... So the most obvious scenario here, people vote with their wallet, right? People vote for more money. I have I've managed over 200 car dealerships in America. And I can tell you, there are many people over $100 willing to drive an hour, 2 hours away just to get the best deal. So I worked with over 200 auto dealerships, car dealerships. And I can tell you the psychology. I'm going to tell Amin the psychology behind this, right? I did marketing for over 200 auto dealerships. There are many, many customers who are willing to drive hours and hours away, even in different states, if they can get a minimal amount of difference in the offer. We're talking about $100, $200. Because they want to feel like they are not taking advantage of. Bricks and Minifigs is taking the shit, man. They're shitting on the bed right now. Because they have no idea. Like, they have no idea how bad, like, the one thing that can destroy Bricks and Minifigs, so to recap, is a competitor comes in and says, hey, we're a competitor, we're better, and we're going to pay you 40% cash. That would annihilate every Bricks and Minifigs. Right? Time and time again, Bricks and Minifigs is trying to pay less than 20%. We call them, they're at 20%. This guy's...
Recap. Store number 1 offered us in cash 18% of the true value of our figures. Store...
What did Billy say? Lego could kill the entire company by just pulling their access to new sets. No Lego, no Toy House, no BAM. Otherwise, their stores are just full of overpriced... Yes, exactly correct. But this is another way to do it. This is another way to do it. Like, this is like...
Store number 2 offered 6...
Like, you think Ben's video is bad. This video is equally as bad for Bricks and Minifigs. And in fact, like, you know, if I really do want to open a competitor. And I want to say, hey, we're not going to skip. We will get no consignment, no layaway. Straight up 50% for your Legos. You find the Lego price on Bricklink, 50% off Bricklink. Minus shipping fees, whatever Bricklink does, right? We would have plenty of margin. We would have great inventory. We have amazing community. I don't know why no one's done this before. It makes me really mad, actually, that no one's done this before in Houston. There are like 12 Bricks and Minifigs in Houston. I have no idea why no one is a competitor. Like, no one's thinking like, hey, we need to do better than 20% or 6%. We need to not rip off and not steal. Not steal. At the bare minimum, we should not steal people's Legos. Right? Brian Menzel, this person, right? Like, holy shit, they're literally still, like, this is probably the worst video for Bricks and... If I had to, like... You know, like, if I had a Bricks and Minifig store, like, brick by brick, you know what I would have in my background? Like, you know, playing on my, my TV? I would just have this video on loop. On the background of my store. I would have the video on loop, and then I would have a sign saying, we pay 50%. Let us know what you have. I would just pay, I would actually hire this guy to come to our store, hang out a little bit, we'll give him some free Legos, we'll build some stuff. Because this is wild.
Wait, hold on, bro. No.
No way. I'm with him. Was there like a gold one in there? A C-3PO?
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. Yeah. That one's fake, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh, that one's fake, by the way. So you stole his fake Lego. Oh, man. Like, dude, like, what would I have? Like, all I would have is this video on loop. Like, this part here where he's stealing the Lego. And saying, hey, guys, we are not like this. We are not like this, right? We are not like this, right?
I don't really think he had a crime. He's just kind of like complaining about our video.
So actually, I had a call with Colin last night, and he actually asked the question, hey, are we like trying to make most money on this, or are we trying to like be the community? And I said, well, we have to be the community, right? There's no other way. And if we are part of this community and we buy for reasonable prices and we sell for reasonable prices, and we do trade-ins for reasonable prices, how could we not be successful, right? Yeah, thanks, Goosey. How could we not be successful? Like, my point is, like, how could we be buying something at 50%, selling it at 100%, and not be profitable? Like, you know, why do we need to buy at 6%? Why do we need to steal and then say it's fake? We don't need to do any, like, a good business does not need to buy at 6%. A good business does not, a brand new business that opened 4 days ago does not need to buy at 20%. What I'm suggesting here is even, like, more bad for Bricks and Minifigs. That their business model, a good business does not need to have a shotgun in the back for employees to potentially use against Reckless Ben. No, if Reckless Ben came to our store, we'd welcome him. If a critic came into our store, if AJ, franchise owner, also, you know, gun, now of course we'd have like a no gun sign outside our store. So AJ would have to put his gun somewhere else or not bring his gun. We would welcome him with open hands if he wants to do deals with us, guys. Like, why would we not have a business? Like, I don't understand. Like, what is the business model? Like, what is the business model? Steal? Lie? Lowball? Like, how can we not compete against... Like, how can we not compete against this? Like, I don't understand how, like, how we could not be able to beat such an incredibly stupid model where Ahmed McNeff is literally talking about shooting Reckless Ben.
No, for real. Look.
Let me see.
Yeah, so it's my brother and I have a franchise called Bricks and Minifigs that we run. He was filming and making this pseudo journalistic documentary that he, that's what he's claiming it is.
Yeah.
He released that documentary on Friday, and our lives have been nothing but hell since then. Once this YouTuber released this video, our franchisees are getting targeted harassment, review bombs. They are...
Hey, my store does not have to deal with any of this stuff. We're not going to get review bombed. We're not going to get targeted. We're not going to get death threats, hopefully. Right? We're just going to be a regular store where the CEO is not destroying us every day. Every single day. Like, I made a video about this where, like, whenever Reckless Ben drops a video, I just go straight to Facebook. And the comments are brutal. Whenever Reckless Ben drops a video on Bricks and Minifigs, I go straight to, like, the 4 Bricks and Minifigs where their comment section not disabled. And then I'm like, wow, that's brutal. Oh, man, that's savage. And then the people come up with, like, new creative ways to, like, shit on the Bricks and Minifigs, the local ones. Right? So, I mean, what he's saying, what Matt is saying is not false. I see it in real time. And to be honest, it sucks. But, like, you can make a video. I make videos about it all the time. We'll take a look at this, and then we'll finish this, right? So, like, I'm not joking. You literally could make a video of just comments. What the hell is this? Bloomberg News. Oh, they fucking shorted me. I literally made a video about, like, all the bad comments, right? A little X. This is funny. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, anyway, back to... Okay. I'm complimenting my own thumbnail, but I know it's terrible. I know people don't click on it, but it's funny. So, here's kind of the interesting thing, guys. Like, number one, just put Bricks and Minifigs to the ground. We already know they're losing money. Corporate is not profitable. They're skimming money from the 1% national advertising fee, which they're not spending on national advertising. So they must really be hurting. So number one, corporate is just losing money. These stores are bleeding money. We know that these stores, many of them don't pay their owners a salary. Or if they do pay their owners a salary, it goes straight back to inventory. We know their deal with Toy House is not profitable. We know Toy House is a situation where their margin is like 10%, 20%. But that's not very good because 10% of their gross revenue has to go back to bricks and minifigs. So we know their model is broken. Like, this is the time for somebody to come in and just absolutely wreck bricks and minifigs as a business model, because it is not working. Number 2, the Reckless Ben saga will continue. Remember, they had like a PR video where they're like, oh, it's going to be over soon, guys. They had some type of weird PR video where they were telling they were telling the franchisees that, like, don't worry, guys. Yeah, I'm only subscribed to one channel that's not my own, and it's Reckless Ben. So on this channel, I'm only subscribed to Reckless Ben. Oh yeah, this thing. This email. Holy shit, this is funny.
It sucks that corporate's doing that, and we're trying to help corporate do the right thing. Balancing the little guy, what is it?
This is a normal expected reaction, but it is temporary.
It's funny because these last 2 paragraphs are about like, dude, the wave is gonna end if we just be patient. But now,
that's a month ago, by the way. I can tell you, the wave did not end.
Bricks and Minifigs corporate has just decided to make this go on for like at least 2 more years, because that's how long lawsuits take. So
I guess we have content for the next 2 years on this.
What they say? They said 3 to 7 days is the heightened noise. Now the noise is going
3 to 7 days is what they told their poor franchisees. Don't worry, guys. Just everyone hold on for dear life for 7 days. That was a month ago. That was more than a month ago, guys. That was more than a month ago.
From 3 to 7 days to 2 years, and that's all corporate's fault. So you guys are just screwing yourselves at this point. Decay phase, 2 to 4 weeks.
They came up with like this stupid thing where they had like, they probably paid the PR firm like $80,000 to do this for them. Most online outrage fades significantly within a month. Well, I'm looking at a video that was published 19 hours ago, and it has almost 2 million views. And there's another video on Patreon, and every time a video drops, the local franchisees are in absolute chaos. You should go on their Facebook and look at... So again, many of them have comments, gone. But the few that allow comments, it's just brutal. It's like slaughter. Right? Dude, we as a company, brick by brick, don't need to deal with any of this stuff because we're not suing anyone. We didn't steal a guy's collection. Multiple times, by the way. We just going to, we're just going to like run our business like a real business. We're going to give customers 50%. They want trade, they can get 50%. They want cash, we probably do like 40%, 45. A little less, right? We don't need to steal from our customers to make money. We're already getting 50% back from our lovely customers in the community. Why do we need to steal? Why do we need to charge at 6%? We don't need to do any of this stuff. Why do we need a shotgun at a kid's birthday party? In case Reckless Ben comes by to celebrate the kid's birthday party. We don't do consignments. We're not going to do any layaways. If we can't buy your collection, we'll buy what we can, and we'll tell you, hey, you go out and you sell the rest of the collection as best as you can, and once we're done selling what we bought from you, we'll have more cash flow, and we'll give you a call. Right? We don't need to buy a $200,000 collection. We don't need a $200,000 consignment if we only have $50,000. We'll just buy $50,000 of Lego from you, agree to a price, and then when we're done selling that $50,000 of Lego, we'll give you a call back and see if you still have other Lego in inventory for us to buy. Boom! Problem solved. And if there is violence, there are people coming in, they're stealing and robbing and breaking, we'll just hire a security guard for $50 an hour. will hire an off-duty police officer to sit on, to just sit, hang out. He can build Legos for all we care, right? But if we really felt like we were in danger, which we really shouldn't feel, so again, for the safety of our customers, we'll pay the money for the professional help if we have to. We do things differently. Yeah. Bump up the trade percentage. Yeah, you gotta entitle. Billy knows. We'll work on the trade percentage later. Yeah, Toy Federate. I wish there was a business model who every day they would go online and tell us about it. Oh, there is.
Most online outrage fades significantly within a month, assuming no major new fuel. Do they think this is my only video on them? We have at least 6. Residual mentions may linger in niche Lego and other online communities for 1 to 2 months, but
yeah, so Ben's do they think it's over? We have at least 6 videos on them. Oh yeah, a lot more than that, right?
Day-to-day operations will normalize much faster.
Wappy video? Okay, let's take a look at his channel. But yeah, shout out to Toy Federation. Really cool content. If we owned a store, we would be doing what Toy Federation does. Oh, did we have the name for the video? Oh yeah, he does this. This is like chasing cardboard. So this is another channel I watch for sports cards called Chasing Cardboard. He goes to different places and stuff.
Long-term recovery, 1 to 3 months. Reputation stabilizes. They think their reputation is going to stabilize.
Okay, hold on.
Ben is mad. Oh, cool. We'll watch this. Oh, they sell online too. I know they sell online because they have these bins. Okay, very interesting business model. We'll take a look at it.
They are destroying people's lives and making it has been a nightmare.
He's not even reporting a crime to the police. He's just complaining about how much he dislikes the video.
Aren't you supposed to call the cops when there's an emergency?
The cops basically just being the dude's therapist at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This is rough. He's trying to say that the American Port Police, our company, and the LDS Church are all colluding now in...
Is the H3 podcast live now or no, Alex?
Protecting our franchisee, and it's one big giant conspiracy. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah, I was talking to Colin about this. Maybe we don't own a retail store because the locations suck, and we just do whatnot and live streaming, and we do that stuff. So we're kind of again the business. Maybe we just have a factory or a warehouse or type of deal, but it's not open to the public. But we just kind of do what he's doing right now. So we were talking about M&R Productions, and M&R Productions essentially only sells and whatnot, right?
Insanity. It's just rage bait and clickbait, and he is causing significant serious harm. This has got to slow down.
Remind me, do you know the title of the video on YouTube? I'd like to include that link on the report.
The YouTube creator is his...
Oh, thank you, Fug Life, for the $2. Watch Reckless Ben's Flat Earth series. It's cinema. Yeah, I'm thinking of a warehouse, because warehouses are cheap. We would have an online store, too. We would have a website, too. We would have a website built out as well, but it just wouldn't be a full-on retail store. It would be an online store. So in where I live, there are a lot of warehouses. A lot of warehouses. So warehouse space is really easy to get, but retail commercial space is nearly impossible.
Again, we feel we've tried the whole way through to do the right thing here.
This entire time, Bricks and Minifigs, they say they've been trying to do the right thing the whole time, and it's literally just been as easy as give the dude his Legos back. They're just sitting in an empty store right now that you guys aren't even planning on selling them anymore. It'd be so easy for you just to give them back, but that would fix this whole thing.
I have no problem finding stuff in the wild because I have a big social media presence on Facebook. So every single I could show you that right now. Every single day I get 20, 40 messages. There's a really cool collection from one of you guys. So I don't want to click on the messages because I know every morning I check my messages. So like I don't really need to get like this page gets millions of like it's not doing well now, but it used to make like 6,000. So like even doing poorly, it's getting 6 million views a month or every 28 days. But this page used to like get like just 10 million views a day, and I know we can go back to that. I don't have time to work on it. So yeah, this page used to get 60 million views every month. 60 million views every month. And I used to make this much money from it. But I stopped doing it. Because like, I don't know, I was doing live streaming, like I don't know. I should have kept doing it. Now we make no money. We make like $800 a month, I think, from the page. I don't post. I used to post 24 times. I used to post 6 every day. But I promise you, when we were at 6 million, we're at 6 million. We're at 6 million now, views per month. But when we were at 60 million, dude, you don't need to find the collections. The collection will come to you, right? The collection will come to you. So we have a page that like goes viral. Like again, this wasn't even our best month. I think our month December, like our October was better. One of the months was like crazy. So we're fine. We have more than enough. If I click on this right now, these probably are people who want to sell collections to me. So we don't have any problem buying collections or getting collections in.
Thing, but they didn't. So wait. So it's because they've caused so much like punitive damage now. Like they've put Brian on medication.
Oh,
he's
wow.
been having panic attacks.
Brian, yeah, I feel bad for Brian. So Brian, because of this stress, is on medication. And also Crystal is suing them for defamation. Yeah, so this is new news, guys. This is new news. Oh, Master Gao. MTG Lion was the store. The former store. Not judging you. Are you clarifying? Are you the MTG Bull, or is that someone else? That's someone else. And since you know Jer, what are the oranges for? I don't know. Yeah, but it's sad. And now they're suing. So this is July 21st. So recently, the Kaiser couple, at least the news is reporting recently, is suing. So that's Crystal. Shout out to Crystal and Ben Gorman. That's her husband, Ben. They're suing for defamation. Which is, again, very, very hard to win. But they feel like their reputation has been done so badly, they have to sue for defamation. So this is kind of a new update, at least from here. Yes. So in the Slack channel, Crystal, during her interview, was mentioning that they were talking all types of shit about her in Slack. So she has been able to get like an insider, screenshot the Slack channel. It may be an easy case, right? Yes, I think she finally found the proof, because in her interview, she was talking about the Slack channel and Amin saying things about her which weren't very Mormon-friendly and stuff like that, right? But yeah, Brian is like megally stressed out right now.
They've tried ruining his whole life and all this other stuff. Now, it's a little bit more complicated than just giving the Legos back now. Basically, our lawyers are saying that this is going to be a slam dunk case. We could just get millions and millions of dollars out of them and just like basically bankrupt.
In my Lego store, brick by brick, we don't need you as, you know, we don't have any franchisees. But you don't need to worry about the corporate company just going bankrupt from a lawsuit. Right? Like, that's a big danger. If Bricks and Minifigs, the head company goes bankrupt, what happens to all the franchisees? Does anyone know? Well, what happens is they get sold off to probably private equity. So let me explain what happens. If Bricks and Minifigs gets sued to oblivion, and they can no longer pay the lawsuit, they will have to file Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Or is it Chapter 13? I'm trying to remember which is business. I think Chapter 7 is personal. No. Okay, sorry. Chapter 13, it looks like personal. Okay, so what's the difference? So I've never had to file for bankruptcy. Chapter 7, liquidation. Chapter 11. Okay, Chapter 11. Sorry. They're going to file for Chapter 11. So the corporation will file for Chapter 11, and then the franchisee will go up to auction for everybody. And you guys might be like, oh, Tony, how do you know all this stuff, right? Well, I attempted to buy a shitty company with, let me tell you, like, I attempted to buy a bankrupt company called MetaZoo. Those people hate me over MetaZoo, because, this company, so this guy, Nick Strength in Pokemon, he's not what he looks like. He actually has 1 million subscribers on Nick Strength and Power. So this guy's a big YouTuber. We were going to go in and buy, and Nick and I have talked about it. We were going to go in and buy out MetaZoo together as partners. And I wanted X, he wanted Y. It was like a perfect. So Nick Strength and Power, that's also the guy. So that's Nick. So this company MetaZoo bankrupt. And it was in bankruptcy. I don't know what's going on here. Why they were Chris. And I attempted to buy it with Nick. What is going on? No. I just want to see. Oh, okay. Oh, shout out to BJC Live. We'll send her to raid soon. So I attempted to buy this company out with Nick. And we had a max bid. We had all this stuff. Like you can see liquidation, bankruptcy, all this stuff. And then we were going to try to run the company together, but we got outbid by like a lot. So I would be interested okay, another scenario, and this is the ideal scenario. If Bricks and Minifigs, the franchisor, gets sued and they cannot pay its debts, they file Chapter 11. What happens is it goes to auction. It goes to auction. Which means anyone can bid on it. Right? Anyone can bid on it. And everyone, I would find a team, and I would find investors, and I would buy Bricks and I would attempt to buy Bricks and Minifigs. So I think like I think he has videos of me and him trying to buy it, and then like he's a good dude. He's a really good dude. Obviously we got into conversations about buying and all this stuff, and our bid was like way too low. Our bid was like nowhere near. So like yeah, it was nowhere near like what it was. I think I can tell you what our bid was. And then what the actual bid that won was $2 million. That was the bid. We were not anywhere close to that. Like we were thinking like, oh, so we have a lot more experience. I have a lot more experience in buying bankrupt assets now because I learned a lot in the process, right? Wanting bunch of Pokemon cards. Yeah, I'm buying Pokemon cards right now as we speak. There is a user in my chat who is attempting to sell me Pokemon cards, but I need her to like find the value of these things and then like pitch me like what she wants. Because it's a very big collection. And like again, like when you buy a collection, you kind of don't want all of it. There are pieces I really like, and there's pieces I'm like, whatever, right? So I'm trying to get her to see like what she wants to do. She wants to sell all of it. She wants to sell the more valuable ones for like a bigger percentage. What does she want to do, right? Like this is what I would be saying is like, if this happens and Reckless Ben wins $1 million lawsuit, number one, they're not going to pay Reckless Ben because that's why they're doing Chapter 11. But it will force them to go to bankruptcy, and it will force them to sell. Oh, I don't know, Master Gawar. Thank you for $5. Thank you for your clarification. And thank you for the Reckless Ben coverage. Also, Don Flogani wants to interview you. I'm not sure who Don Flogani is. Shout out Walpy Bricks. So I don't know if we can get to his video today. We're barely able to, Oh, he's, wait, is he, 404? Oh, I thought he was, like, Channel 4 News. I was like, wait, isn't this guy, like, the lawsuit that we're part of right now? Like, a huge lawsuit? Yeah, no, I'll take any Pokemon card over $100. I can give, like, a good... It's just, like, the $5, $10 cards that, like, again, this is something, like, I explain. Hey, for the more valuable Pokemon cards, I can give, like, 80%. Especially if they're graded. Because, like, it's easy to move. But for a $5 vintage Pokemon card, it's, like, almost impossible to sell it. It just sits there in the binder, and you look at it, and you're like, oh, cool. So, like, it's about, like, turnover, right? So, but it depends, right? A $5 Eevee might actually sell very fast. But, like, a $5 Grimer, first edition even, is never going to sell. So when you're buying these collections, you're kind of like putting them into two categories. Oh, this thing is going to move. And oh, this thing is going to be here 5 years from now. But when somebody wants to sell their whole collection, they want to sell it all. Right? So they're not only selling you the stuff that's really desirable, they're also selling the things that it's not going to move. But I don't know if they want to know, like a Zubat, like, these things, like, there's, like, no collector for this, right? Like, even if it's, like, a first edition Zubat, like, our first edition Gobat, right? It's like, I know this is not going to sell. The reason I know it's not going to sell is I have, like, 20 of these. And every time I buy one, it just sits in I put it in the same binder, and it doesn't sell. So it's not only the price point, it's also like the Pokemon, right? No one's going to pay $10 for a Zubat. Would they pay $10 for a Pikachu? Mark Nemi, I saw this scanner. I was like, holy shit, I need to buy this. It's $35,000. I want to buy this, but it's very expensive. Where is it? Yeah, it's like a $35,000 card scanner. And it's ridiculous. It's not like, it's way better than this. These are like homemade. No, these will damage the card. No, he's got like a better one. I don't know. I'll probably buy a card scanner sometime. That way we can like post all this stuff online. I don't know. I don't see the video. It's a bunch of like shorts.
Bankrupt their entire company, so Bricks and Minifigs will get completely destroyed, or
dang, that sounds insane.
We've given them another easy way now.
They can say that they're sorry by doing the chicken dance, and I will take that as a sincere form of apology.
Okay, so here's another thing that, like, for Pokemon cards specifically, that you have to do a good job explaining. They're very condition sensitive. Magic cards are not condition sensitive because people play with Magic cards, but Pokemon cards people mostly collect. So like a little nick here, a little damage there. And this is what is like really hard to explain to people because they think their cards are like in really great condition. But often like, if you're going to get them graded, they can't grade. And that's just kind of how it is, right? So again, like you want to educate the consumer but you think it's in perfect condition. When I take it out, I can promise you it's not. I promise you if I take it out of the sleeve, at most it's a PSA 9. Cards that are stored for a long time because of humidity, scratches, again, even if they're stored perfectly, in time, things happen to them. People move them. They move from city to, like, everyone thinks that their cards, especially in Pokemon, everyone thinks that their cards are in, like, great... Yeah, they might be PSA 9s, but the premium on a PSA 10 is, like, crazy, right? So, like, if you're looking at, like, a Charizard first edition base set, a PSA 9, probably, like, what, $50,000, $100,000? A PSA 10 is, like, $500,000, $250,000. So, we're talking about, like, very, very small differences between a PSA 9 and a PSA 10. So what most people have are PSA 8s and 9s. It is very unlikely for an older collection to have like a bunch of PSA 10s. And I'll show you. And even if you kept your collection in like perfect condition. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, okay. I'll use this card as an example only because I have it here. There are some cards that are just like impossible to grade PSA 10s. The pop count is very low. One day we'll do like a video about this, but like Chansey is one of them. A Chansey is harder to grade because if they're normal, you can see like every scratch. Even if you think your card is perfect, like the surface. So, I mean, Chanseys are incredibly hard to grade. Everyone thinks their Chansey is like a PSA 10. I think they're all like PSA 7s and 8s, honestly. So, like, Snorlaxes, Dragonites, they're really, really tough to grade because they're normal. Like, you see every scratch, every foil. Yeah, the foil is really tough. Yeah, Joe knows this card, yeah. But as a collector... Like, I'm going to build a set for my daughter, right? So, why do I really care if it's a PSA 10, 9, or 8? I don't care. It's just a good card to have.
And once I do the chicken dance, then I will know that Bricks and Minifigs is sorry, and we can finally move on to the next video series. It'll be awesome.
But it's weird. Bricks and Minifigs still hasn't done the chicken dance yet, which to me makes me feel like they think doing the chicken dance will cause them
Now only recently have people found out that light, displaying them under heavy light, can damage them. Like only recently. So it's so funny. Like this is actually a topic they're actually talking about today. Is like can light damage? Can sun, UV light, can it actually damage your graded card? And the answer is yes, it can. There is a very famous Kobe refractor card, rookie, which is like constantly damaged by yellow. So this is called yellowing. So depending on how much light hits this card, it will have different shades of yellow and green. So if the card was ever like in sunlight, like at a flea market, it will have like a different shade. So this card, this very expensive card, by the way, this is very famous for like light affecting it. It is crazy because you can have a PSA 10 that looks like garbage, right? So like people like are really like okay, there's a lot of refractors. So yes, light does affect your cards. Absolutely.
Of millions of dollars worth of damage. They're that scared of doing the chicken dance. They think that by them doing the chicken dance, it's probably, I don't know, but they think that's a worse decision than destroying their $100 million company and all of the innocent franchises that have nothing to do with this. They think it's worth destroying all their franchises just so they don't have to do the chicken dance. The time is running out, and they have 1 week left as of me posting this video right now, and then there's going to be a third thing. So right now, it's just give the Legos back and do the chicken dance. But if they wait 1 more week, then they're going to have to do three things. But whatever this street is, it's the street Joshua Johnson lives on. They will have to rename this street Reckless Ben Street.
Oh no. So this is the street. This is the home. They have their sign. So every time Josh Johnson has to drive home on his GPS, it will say Reckless Ben Street. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Josh drives home, he's gonna have to see, oh, I live on Reckless Ben Street now. This sucks. Just because they're stacking the charges to throw us in jail forever, we're stacking the list of demands before they can get out of this mess.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep stacking them until their whole company's destroyed.
We're gonna stack it week after week, month after month, year after year.
Yeah, even infinity after infinity. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep stacking those lists of demands all the way up and never stop it. Give the Legos back. It won't stop until the Legos. Anyways, subscribe to Patreon.
Yeah, so
you'll get.
So when this video comes out, we'll talk about it. So Ben has a video on Patreon right now. It is very interesting. Because we don't really hear Brian Menzel speak very much. Brian Menzel does not speak very much. But holy moly, it was interesting to see him talk about it.
We'll get to see lots of...
Yeah. Almond McNeff would rather bankrupt himself and the company in every franchisee than, like, do the chicken dance. All he has to do is apologize and do the chicken dance, drop all his lawsuits, and it all goes away.
Behind the scenes, like full interviews. I just posted a full interview of us talking to the chief of police.
Man, you got screwed. Like, right? So we're just
yeah, this is very interesting. This is the one that is on the Patreon right now. I watched it last night. It's worth the $8 or $10 that you would be paying.
trying to right the wrong. Whatever that looks like.
Basically, he's saying that his police department messed up, and the whole interview's on Patreon. Also, part 4 is halfway filmed. We're almost done filming part 4. It's gonna be the most insane video we've ever filmed in our entire...
Yes, part 4, from my understanding, will be pretty insane. It's going to address a topic that has not been addressed by Reckless Ben before, but it's a topic that we have addressed a lot, right? No, we actually have not had Reckless Ben on. We have had Sheldon, Victor, Tyler. We've had Crystal. We've had of course our good friend. God, I forget the guy who's like Ben's duplicate. He was on for a little bit of time, and then also gosh, like yeah, we would interview Brian, but I think Brian right now is very. You know, again, he says he's on medication. He says he's very depressed. I think the last thing Brian should do legally, or even like for his state, is do an interview, right? Oh, Last Relic. Oh, damn it. I forgot. We were supposed to get, what's his name on? Spineless Ben. Spineless Ben was supposed to come on. But, okay. We didn't get him on, so that was a major loss. I was thinking about Spineless Ben the whole time. When I was making the list, I was like, wait, there's one dude who would like blow up our chat. Oh, Ben was in chat. Yeah, Ben has been in chat. He's been in comments. And during the video, you can actually hear Ben talking in the background a little bit.
Our entire lives. Tell him, Victor. So. Yeah, no spoilers. It kind of sucks.
Yes, and technically Colin also made an appearance as well. Oh, Jamming Ben, that's his name. Jamming Ben, yes. His name is Jamming Ben. He's the duplicate.
Recover in part 4, but part 4...
Yeah, I'm very sad that Spineless Ben chickened out. He gave us a date and a time, and... You know, I was actually really excited to have him on. You know, I don't know why. I just thought... I mean... Yeah, I just thought it would be cool to have him on.
Of course, it's gonna be super sick. Everyone's saying that the Lego videos are wrapping up. I think the Lego series is actually just started.
If you're a franchisee right now, and you're watching this video, and you're listening to your CEO talk about like child abuse, like making fake stories about Reckless Ben being child abused, making fake things about criminal convictions. And then it ends, Reckless Ben, we're only starting. So, like, this has got to be scary. You probably peed your pants right now if you're AJ.
I think the Lego series is actually just started.
Yes, I think the Lego series is just getting started. It's probably the most scary thing that Almond McNeff has ever heard. That is crazy, man. Yeah, if you guys want to go to Ben's Patreon, there's a really cool video up there. I was talking about the video, like if you want to hear, like, Brian Menzel talk about the collection, It's really great. It's interesting to hear what they're going to use the money for, why they chose Bricks and Minifigs. Like, it was a fascinating... I mean, we never hear from Brian. Oh, no, it's this video. The sociopath video. Yeah, so, this video is well worth the $8 to $10. Well worth the $8 to $10, because, like... I mean, these questions, like, why did Brian go to Bricks and Minifigs? Well, it's explained in this video. What is Brian going to do with the money? Well, it's explained in this video. What did Brian say when he realized Crystal had left the country? Well, it's in this video. It is a really great video, like, because, like, the one person's perspective that, like, at least this channel has not really gotten is Brian's perspective. And the one thing I really want to ask Brian was, like, why did you take it to Bricks and Minifigs? Was it advertisement? Do you know Crystal beforehand? You know, out of all the places, you know, why didn't you sell it yourself? Why didn't you post it online? Why didn't you, you know, get M&R Productions to sell it? Why didn't you contact YouTubers and stuff? You know, like, a lot of that is answered. Yeah, it's good to hear from Brian again. I hope he's well. Hope he's doing okay now. But it was really good to hear his side of, like... Because, like, these questions we have, like, you know, like... We don't know the only person who can tell us the answer is Brian. So Brian is talking to the police officer, Ben. I believe this is, like, Brian's brother, if I'm correct. I don't know. I think this is a relative of Brian's. And it's good to get, like, his, like, version, like... I thought him and Crystal were friends. I thought a lot of things that were either proven or disproven in this video. Yeah, this is worth the $8 to $10. Plus, like, it's $8 to $10 a month. So, yeah, I would like to talk to Brian, but I don't think Brian's, you know, I think Brian is, he's not in the state to talk right now. Yeah, this is Brian explaining the Lego scenario from his point of view to the chief of police from Kaiser. No, this is after, this is after video 1 dropped, before part 2. Look, this was filmed between part 1 and part 2. So part 1 had dropped, and then the chief of police of Kaiser said, whoa, I'm getting a lot of emails, I'm getting a lot of phone calls. Let's talk, right? And then this was before part 2, but after part 1 is when the chief of police wanted to talk to Brian Menzel. And the chief of police admits, hey, we made a boo-boo. We should have investigated better. No, we're going to look into it some more. So it's very interesting what was happening, right? Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Very good. We'll send the say hi to BJC for me. I'm hungry now, so I'm hungry right now. I'm always getting very